Hello, and welcome to today's audiobook summary. I'm excited to take you on a journey through one of the most insightful books on money and behavior, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. This isn't your typical finance book. It's a deep dive into the emotional, psychological, and often irrational ways we think about money. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting to manage your finances, this book will change the way you think about wealth, success, and happiness. So sit back, relax, and let's explore the key lessons that can help you make smarter financial decisions and live a richer life, in every sense of the word. Chapter 1. No One's Crazy. Morgan Housel starts with a simple but profound idea. No one's crazy. When it comes to money, people make decisions based on their unique experiences, upbringing, and worldview. What seems irrational to one person might make perfect sense to another. For example, someone who grew up during the Great Depression might be extremely frugal, while someone who grew up in a booming economy might take more risks. The key takeaway? Instead of judging others' financial choices, try to understand the context behind them. And when it comes to your own decisions, recognize that your biases and experiences shape your behavior, sometimes in ways you don't even realize. Chapter 2. Luck and Risk. Luck and risk are two sides of the same coin. Housel argues that every financial outcome is a combination of skill, luck, and risk. For example, someone might become a billionaire through a combination of hard work and being in the right place at the right time. On the flip side, someone might lose everything due to a single, unlucky event. The lesson here is humility. When you succeed, don't attribute it all to your brilliance, and when you fail, don't beat yourself up too much. Recognize the role of luck and risk in every outcome, and focus on making decisions that increase your odds of success over time. Chapter 3. Never Enough. One of the most dangerous mindsets in finance is the idea of never enough. Housel shares stories of wealthy individuals who lost everything because they kept chasing more money, more power, more status. The problem? There's no finish line. If you don't define what enough means to you, you'll never feel satisfied. The solution? Set clear boundaries for yourself. Know when to stop taking risks, when to walk away, and when to enjoy what you've already achieved. True wealth isn't about having more. It's about having enough to live the life you want. Chapter 4. Confounding Compounding. Albert Einstein once called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. Housel takes this idea further, showing how compounding applies not just to money, but to habits, relationships, and knowledge. The key to compounding is time. Small, consistent actions, like saving a little every month or learning something new every day, add up to massive results over decades. The challenge? Compounding requires patience, and patience is hard. We live in a world that rewards quick results, but the most powerful outcomes come from playing the long game. As Housel puts it, the greatest financial asset you have is your ability to stay in the game. Chapter 5. Getting Wealthy vs. Staying Wealthy. Getting wealthy and staying wealthy are two completely different skills. Getting wealthy often requires taking risks, being optimistic, and seizing opportunities. Staying wealthy, on the other hand, requires humility, frugality, and a focus on preserving what you have. Housel emphasizes that many people fail because they don't make this distinction. They take big risks to get rich, but then they keep taking risks and lose it all. The lesson? Once you've achieved financial success, shift your focus from offense to defense. Protect what you've built, and don't let overconfidence be your downfall. Chapter 6. Tales you win. In finance, the majority of outcomes are driven by a small number of events. Housel calls this the tail effect. For example, most of the returns in the stock market come from a handful of companies, and most of the success in venture capital comes from a few big wins. The takeaway? Don't try to predict the future or time the market. Instead, focus on being broadly exposed to opportunities so you can benefit from the tail events when they happen. As Housel says, it's not about being right all the time. It's about being right when it matters. Chapter 7. Freedom. At its core, money is about freedom. It's about having the ability to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want. Housel argues that this is the ultimate goal of wealth, not luxury cars or big houses, but the freedom to live life on your own terms. The challenge: many people sacrifice their freedom in pursuit of material wealth. They work jobs they hate, take on debt, and stress over things that don't truly matter. The solution: focus on building financial independence, even if it means living below your means and making unconventional choices. Chapter 8. The Man in the Car Paradox. Here's a thought experiment. If you see someone driving a luxury car, do you think, "Wow, they're successful," or "I wish I had that car"? Housel calls this the man in the car paradox. The truth is, no one is as impressed by your possessions as you are. People are too busy thinking about themselves to care about what you own. The lesson: don't spend money to impress others. Spend it on things that bring you genuine joy and fulfillment. As Housel puts it, the point of wealth is to be able to do what you want, not to show off what you have. Chapter 9. Save money. Saving money is one of the most underrated financial skills. Housel argues that saving isn't just about preparing for the future. It's about creating options and reducing stress. When you have savings, you can take risks, walk away from bad situations, and seize opportunities without fear. The key is to save for the right reasons. Don't save just to accumulate wealth. Save to buy yourself freedom, flexibility, and peace of mind. As Housel says, savings is the gap between your ego and your income. Chapter 10. Your story. Finally, Housel reminds us that money is deeply personal. Your financial decisions are shaped by your unique story, your upbringing, your values, your goals. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to money. What works for someone else might not work for you, and that's okay. The key is to understand your own psychology and make decisions that align with your values and priorities. As Housel puts it, doing well with money has little to do with how smart you are, and a lot to do with how you behave. Conclusion: money is a tool. And there you have it, The Core Ideas of the Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. This book is a powerful reminder that money isn't just about numbers. It's about behavior, emotions, and the stories we tell ourselves. By understanding the psychology behind your financial decisions, you can make smarter choices, avoid common pitfalls, and build a life of freedom and fulfillment. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this summary, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights from the world's best books. Until next time, remember, money is a tool. Use it wisely, and it can help you create the life you've always wanted.